I've been doing a bunch of videos where I have been doing a bunch of colors from one brand on a particular style. I did Noriko's Angelica, and I have a bunch other film that should go up soon. And so you can get a bigger understanding of not just the style in different colors, but the colors that are offered from that brand or line or what have you. So today we are starting with BELLE TRESS. Now I have 6 or more colors in one style that we're going to look at. And so yeah, if you're interested in finding out more about this particular style, or if you're interested in finding out more about the colors and what they look like, then this is a video for you. Okay, let's get to it. Hi, I'm Tia, wig coach, wig educator, and wig retailer. I own Tia Maria Wigs, and you can visit us at tmwigs.com. One of the brands that I do have is BELLE TRESS. So we're going to talk about BELLE TRESS today. We're going to be looking at one style in multiple different colors. The style that we're going to look at today is Nitro 16. I'll talk a little bit about the cap construction and all of that as I show you. But the thing about this, normally when I do this, the last one I did was Angelica from Noriko. I started from lightest to dark, light to dark, and that's how I did, that's how I showed the colors. This one I broke up a little bit differently because I found that it wasn't necessarily like a light to dark thing, but there are more ones that sit cooler toned versus not. And so you'll see when we get into it, but that is definitely how I broke it up. I just broke it up a little bit differently. Yeah, let's just get into it so we can see all of them. And I will be taking photographs of these colors outside, so I'll insert them once I edit. Let's just get started. Oh, no. I don't know if I have a standalone video of Nitro 16. I have my heated blanket on, and Kit has decided that, yeah, she's like, yeah, let's get under there. She's decided that that's where she's getting comfortable, and she's pushing my feet out of the way. I'm wearing Odin's Eye today. This was their Hey Reindeer palette. This is one of the Christmas palettes from this year. It looks like this. Really, really beautiful. I'm wearing this shade here, this shade here. I am also wearing these two sparkle shades right here. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So those are the shades I'm wearing out of that. Still playing with this one. Love Odin's Eye. I do have another one of these videos planned to fill in some colors that I'm not talking about today, but I'm waiting for a few to arrive, and so we just have to wait. But this is Nitro 16. The first one we are going to talk about is the color Champagne with Apple Pie. So Nitro 16 is the hand-tied lace front, and it's got the mono part. The back of the cap is open wefts. We do have the soft extended nape. The adjusters are the bra strap sort of pull adjusters, and it does have the soft bendable ear tabs. All of the styles from BELLE TRESS are at the very least lace front, if not monotop or fully hand-tied, and they're all heat-safe fibers. All right, so the first color we have is the Champagne with Apple Pie. I have this one in the video that I did for Tia Maria. There's actually 4 colors in that video too, so that might be a good video. Tia Maria has been discontinued, but the colors are still really important. So let's go ahead and she does want to be a left-sided part. Okay, so this is what she looks like in the Champagne with Apple Pie. And I really like this style quite a bit. I actually like this color quite a bit, and I'll tell you why. The thing that I like the most about this color is the fact that it has such a light colored root. It's almost like a number 10 or even a 12 root. Okay, you can see that. And I just feel like sometimes with blondes, the roots can be too dark. Not saying that having darker roots on a blonde is bad, but you should have an option for those that really don't want this like super, super dark root. Okay, beautiful hand tied. So yeah, so this is the color Champagne with Apple Pie. I actually really like this blonde, and I think I like this blonde a lot in terms of the fact that it does have this colored root. So if you wanted a blonde, but you didn't want a really dark root, this color champagne with apple pie on whatever style that you choose is really going to be a great option for you. Okay, so next up I have the color Sugar Cookie with Hazelnut. Okay. Obviously, same wig, same cap construction. I always forget about this one because I always go right to like that mocha with cream. This is definitely that sort of strawberry blonde, a bit of red, more in the coppery side as far as I'm concerned. There's a gorgeous root, not too dark. All that goodness going on in the front. This is really, really pretty. I like this one quite a bit. I might actually keep this specific one. I don't have a wig in this color, and this is more of the sort of style and length that I would like for, you know, every day. I think I will decide at the end which one I'm going to keep. The rest will go in my live sale. Ooh, I didn't show the back last time, so let's look at the back. Oh my gosh, Kit is so like making this difficult. Yeah, this one is really cute. I love this color so much. This might be the one, if this is the one I'm going to keep, I'll get it together and do everything that I would do. But this is the Sugar Cookie with Hazelnut. And yeah, this is what she looks like. Okay, so the next couple I chose, even though they potentially could be lighter than Sugar Cookie with Hazelnut, I chose them to put them together because they're more cool toned, and it was hard to like make it lightest to darkest when there was just some differences in terms of tone as opposed to like the lightness or darkness. So I thought it would be easier to put these, I think it's 4 of them together. The other thing that's really important is there's some only subtle differences between some of these. Some of these are definitely pretty similar. So if you like a certain color, you might like another. So that's why I also decided to chunk these particular colors together. And so the first one we are going to look at is the color called Chrome. So we're looking at her in Chrome. Okay. And so this is definitely cool toned. It's got the iciness. It's got the gray in there. It's definitely a darker root. It's not super, super dark, but it's definitely a darker root. Oh yeah, this is really, really, really pretty. But this is definitely going to be the cool tone. You got your grays in there. You got your iciness, ashiness. So if you're looking for something in this vein, maybe you like Nitro 16, maybe you want it longer or a different style. This Chrome, it may really be the one for you. So this is definitely going to be the cool tone, the gray, the ashy. That's what you're going to get with this particular color. Okay, up next we have the British Milktea. Now this is the one a lot of people think of when they think of gray, and I would say this is more grayish, like a brown gray. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it up next to this one because I think it's really important to see the difference between them. Okay, definitely has a lighter root to it. And now, like, when I see this next to, like, browns, it definitely looks more gray. But being next to this chrome, it definitely looks more brown and grayish. It still has some of that cool toneness, even a little bit of that ashy, but there's definitely a lot more dimension than you might think. And it's definitely more, you know, sort of blonde and brown mix as opposed to a ton of gray. But I think the brown is like grayish type of scenario. So let's get British Milktea on now. This is always a color that I love so much, and I don't want to say forget how much I love it, but when I put it on, I'm like, yeah. So I love the chrome that was just on, but this is definitely something, there's just something a little different about this that I absolutely love. I do love this. It's just such a variation in colors. It's such, the color mix is just very, very advanced as far as I'm concerned. It's very modern. It's very approachable. So I like this one a lot. So this is the British Milktea. Next up, we're going to do one that to me actually looks quite similar, and that is the Cookies and Cream Blonde. So this is the Cookies and Cream Blonde. This is the British Milktea. You can see that they are pretty darn similar. So if you like one, you'll like the other. And I'd say the biggest difference is maybe the color in the root. This has a little bit more of like a warm something going on, but these two are very, very close. So I probably wouldn't have guessed that they were as close as they are until I just doing this particular video. So let's go ahead and put on the Cookies and Cream Blonde. Okay, so this is the Cookies and Cream Blonde. Yeah, I have to say I was really surprised at how close Cookies and Cream Blonde is to British Milktea. Like pretty close. So I'd say if you're looking for an alternative for one or the other, you could go either way. Cookies and Cream Blonde, British Milktea, I think that you'd be happy with either one. You saw them side by side, so you see the slight differences. But yeah, I really like this color. I love these, like when it's real light across the front of the style. I just think it gives it a little something. You can see all that dimension in there. This is a pretty color. I don't think I have a wig in this color, which is surprising. So yeah, so this is Cookies and Cream Blonde. Okay, next up we have Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, another favorite of a lot of people. I absolutely love this color too. You can see from Cookies and Cream Blonde and Brown Sugar, or British Milktea, this is definitely more brown. There's some similar tones to Cookies and Cream Blonde for sure, but this is, you know, definitely more brown. So if you want to go in a similar tone, but you want more of the grays, you would go with the brown or British Milktea. But if you want it to be brown, but you want, you know, some lightness about it, some airiness about it, then you would go with the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. There's still a lot of the same beautiful color mixing going on, but it's more rooted in a brown coloring, as opposed to any sort of gray or anything like that. It is really a beautiful, beautiful color though. So any wig that you get, I think I have Peerless 22 in this color, and it's so, so, so pretty. But it's definitely more brown rooted. So that is a Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. Okay, and last but not least is the color called Graphite. There's a lot going on with Graphite. I did pull out chrome so I could put them side by side because I think people are probably going to want to know how close they are. Graphite is definitely a grayer based, but the root is definitely lighter. There is sort of a, oh my gosh, a bit of a lavender-esque to this particular color. There's a lot going on here. So let me get her on, and then we will pull out Miss Chrome, and you can see the difference, because I think it is important for people to see the difference, because I actually thought they were a bit closer than I anticipated. You know, when you're looking at the swatches, sometimes you just really, really, really can't tell. That's why I started doing some of these videos, and people said they found them helpful. Sorry, Kit Kat. Okay, that happened. People were saying that they found them helpful. They definitely were helpful to me in explaining the colors. So I'm just going to continue doing these. Like I said, I do have another set of wigs here from BELLE TRESS, same wig, multiple colors that hit all the not all, hit colors that aren't in here. So there is going to be more. So yeah, this is definitely more of a sort of gray, fashion gray. You've got this beautiful root here. There is a lavender scenario to this one. So this is definitely like, you know, gray. let's get out the chrome. This is the chrome. And you can see, you know, this is definitely gray, but this is a fashion gray. The chrome does have a darker root. So I'd say if you want more of a fashion gray color, go with the graphite. If you want more of a just like a gray color, go with the chrome. But this is the difference side by side. Both beautiful colors. It's just kind of really what you're going to be interested in. So yeah, this one is super, super pretty. I think of these ones, I'm going to go with keeping the sugar cookie with hazelnut. So let me get that one on so I can show you getting her together and what I would do with that. And yeah, so that is what we're going to do next. Okay, I am going to keep the sugar cookie with hazelnut. So for a wig that I'm going to keep and wear, the first thing I'm going to do is shake it out pretty good. And this one I'm excited about. I'm so surprised I don't have one because I usually like these tones. Like I have, it kind of reminds me, I'm not saying it's exact, but it reminds me of the same tones as like Nutmeg, the main attraction color called Nutmeg. So this is real pretty. So I'm just going to comb through this. All right. And the other thing is I'm going to get rid of this sort of zigzaggy, you know, place at the part. Sometimes you actually need to spray them down to get them to lay where you want them to lay. Okay, that's more of a part that I am enjoying. Okay, just want to see how wide that part is because I want to get it a little closer to the middle. So I'm going to open this up to like right where the part is ending. Where's my rat tail comb? So that's a nice thing with these, you know, hand-tied parts is you can kind of move them, even if they're set, you can kind of move them to where you want them. I just prefer more of a middle part in general. That's just, you know, we all have our preferences. Okay, so I'm going to use my water and spray this down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And because I want this to lay a little flatter and it's been in the box, I'm going to spray this down a lot right here. I'm going to take my rat tail comb and really just comb this down. And then I'm going to get my, you know, I'm going to take a little bit of this wig wax and I'm going to spray just right on this part because I want this to lay down pretty nicely. So this is, you could use heat on this and it would do the same thing. But I try to avoid, even if it's heat safe, I really do try to avoid putting heat on my wigs in general. Because, you know, it does weaken it, in my opinion. So I'm going to just put these in on this side and let this sort of dry that way. We're going to comb this down here. That's kind of nice. That's real nice. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other side. So I'm going to comb through this. And I have a weird thing about curls going in. I like them to go out. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this. And I'm going to spray all this front right around the part. Okay. And I'm going to sort of train this to go back instead of in. So we're going to do it like this. Take my rat tail comb. I also want some of this goodness in the front to show a little bit more. I'm going to take this wig wax. I'm going to spray it all along in this part that I want to change up a little bit This one may have to take heat to it for my liking, but we're going to try and do it this way first. So what I'm going to do is take this part that I want to go sort of up, over, and back. And right here, I'm going to twist this with my hand. And then I'm going to use one of these little... I only have these ones over here, so I definitely need a longer one on this side since I'm trying to retrain stuff. And I see all true colors shining through. Alright, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to spray this down, let this dry, and then I will come back and show you the final result. And then we will finish up this video. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I think that it's pretty dry. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some powder in. I'm going to use the Tia Maria blending kit you can get on my website. I'm going to use one of the brushes out of there, and we're going to go ahead and get some of this. This is just old face powder. It's not even like the perfect color, but... So if you have like, you know, powder foundation, I like to use powder foundation, not just powder in general, but powder foundation, because I do feel like it sticks a little bit more. But if you have some old powder foundation that you're like, meh, you know, maybe it's not exactly the right color, or, you know, you feel like it's just kind of old and you shouldn't use it on your face. I use it for my wigs. So I'm going to use this brush and just tap in to that part there to create a little bit of a defined part. Okay. And I actually think I might want to go a little tiny bit lighter. What's this one? I'm going to go into my favorite powder for this, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Pressed Powder Foundation. This one is in the color Sandstone 16. See, I'm almost panned on that. You know someone likes it when they pan it. Especially because I use this for wigs. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the other brush in this, and I'm going to tap it just right along the lace just to blend that a little bit more. Okay, so I think we're ready to see the results. Again, so this is sort of training it without heat. And this is that sugar cookie with hazelnut. So I'm going to take these out. It's a tiny bit wet still, not a ton. Okay. There we go. This part is a little bit harder just because I was trying to retrain a curl pattern without using heat. So this I may actually have to use heat at some point, but it'll be fine for now. I just like when it goes out as opposed to going in. I've said that from, oh my gosh, I can remember, this wasn't 100% dry. I can remember videos that I did on that concept, like when I first started reviewing wigs. So I felt that way for a very long time. So let me just get the wig wax because I just want to lift this up and out a little bit. Okay, you see? Now this is how I would and will wear it for the day. So this is exciting. I like this one a lot. Okay, so final thoughts. I'm choosing the sugar cookie with hazelnut. Please put down below what you would have chosen for me. Also put any thoughts down below about the differences in colors, the similarities, which color is your favorite, if you have this wig, which color you like, but you would get in a different wig. Let's talk about all that down below. Keep an eye out, like I said, because I do have at least one more, maybe two more of these coming out for BELLE TRESS, and I have a bunch coming out in other brands too. If there's a specific brand that you would like one of these color videos on, that I carry, go ahead and put that down below. To see the brands that I do carry, you can visit tmwigs.com. It's on the homepage of the brands that I do carry. So, now, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have, thanks so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.